Yeah, okay. Any views expressed are the opinion of the guest. It's not a representation because the programming reflects that Politickin with 4 eyes. It's really no competition. Suffocating with the dope. You know I be twisting. Real ninjas out in the field. Now we cotton picking. Not to mention our intention to cover topics and many of the subjects. I got more lines than the deli at the Publix with King Pharaoh, PoPolitickin. I'm pistol whipping. Rappers jeopardizing hip-hop position, my opposition, intuition, prediction like writers on The Simpsons. To witness the glimpses from higher up dimensions, my bitches be fighting gremlins like Phoebe Cates. Let me cook, stove top oven, easy bakes, hydroponic with them seaweed flakes. Yeah, these rappers started from the bottom, power bottom, TD Jakes, unfollowed, talking about have you ever been swallowed? Regardless of race, color, or creed, you get Apollo'd. We politicking, ticking, we straight politicking, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen to that politicking, ticking. This for the politicking, ticking. We straight politicking, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen to that politicking, ticking.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now, we're live on YouTube, Twitch, and X. Check me out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, 1212. I'm in the place to be with, hopefully I say your name right, Azrael Saddiq.
Azrael Saddiq. So you know me by different names, so I get what.
I was gonna tell him you can switch names and careers on me because our first interview we did, I know you was going by Suge. And then
I still love that. That's still out there, for the family, people like you.
And then all of a sudden, I saw you've been chefing, so I saw you was doing that. Then I saw you lifting weights, and now I see you wrestling. So I see you went a whole other career path.
Yeah, man. Look, you never know where God takes you, but to get these people work, there's a lot of dweebs that may be listening that might not know how to say my name. Azrael Saddiq. I'm your girl's favorite bad guy, the preacher of pain, the ghetto behemoth, the realest stepper in professional wrestling. And you are right, I have been a few places, my friend.
It's been about a year, like a year?
About 2 years that I started the wrestling path.
You've been there 2 years already?
Good.
So what? Just take us back. I mean, I know when we were talking, I know you was a fan of wrestling. What made you want to get into it, like for real?
To be honest, I really just started working out about 3-4 years ago. Got into some great shape, and I was like, you know what? I need to do something with this. I've always wanted to be a wrestler. I've always wanted to get in the ring and perform for the people. So I was like, why not? I'm in my 30s. If I don't do it now, I ain't never gonna do it.
So where you end up going? You train?
So this is the story. I started in the backyard. So that's where most wrestlers will start out. So I'm not knocking the backyard, but if you want to be professional, it's not where you want to be. So I started out in the backyard, not really being trained the proper way that I was supposed to. But because of my size, because of my look, because of my demeanor, I got a lot of bookings. Got with the right school, Rise City Compound, Rise City and Ride Maker Pro Wrestling, and they are turning me into what the WWE, AEW, the TNA, the major companies want. So I've been training professionally about 2 years too as well. I've had a few matches. Shout out See No Evil Wrestling. I appreciate them. Go ahead. My fault.
No, I was just saying. So when
What you about to say, bro?
You were saying backyard wrestling, so they don't show you anything. You just you just go in there and do your own thing. Like if you watching it on TV, or you learn a little bit.
That was my experience. Yes, I wasn't really being trained the way that I should have been. and I was thrust in situations that I shouldn't have been. But backyard wrestling, most people will get into that before they get into a real school. But going to a real professional wrestling school is important. If you are a backyard wrestler, I'm not knocking you, but you ain't no wrestler. So it's like, while I was at that place, I won't mention their name because they don't need the publicity. But when I was at that place, like I said, it was a lot of. I learned the bad side of wrestling really fast there. So they kind of slowed down my career. I was actually even talking to my trainers about this today, about how fucked up I feel. Excuse my language, but how I feel because I feel like I wasted some time in my life trying to be a professional wrestler dealing with them. But they took me out my new school, Rod Maker. They took me under the wing. Matt Wild, Nick Sicken Taylor, Mason Martin, Eric Clapton. Like these guys have shown me how and what it means to be a professional wrestler. And now that I'm able to do it in the way that I want to, I can make good money, sell good merch, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been saying, so I've been watching you, so I see the elevation. I see you from when you first started till now, so I see it. So I think you just stay at it, like keep going where you going, man. You gonna get some places because you already. I mean, you know how to talk already, so you already in the door with the promos.
Oh yeah, that's how I got started in the business. To be honest with you, I got started in the business because shout out to big homie G Poster. Um, he's a part of C3W in Washington D.C.
Yeah, I
If you
interviewed
don't
him
know about,
before.
yeah, man, he's a good dude. He was the one that first gave me the inspiration because he heard the way I talk, and he
Mm-hmm.
was like, we got to teach you the fundamentals. But if you can talk like this, sky's the limit for you in wrestling. So I took my health serious. Like I'm literally walking to the gym now. That's something that's why I was like, boy, where's it going? If y'all watching this, on my way to the gym because I have to do 2 hours every day, get this money in. But he was like, if you can get your physical right, the way you talk, you're gonna be a star. And he ain't been wrong. You know what I'm saying? I hate to sound arrogant, but just like see no evil knows when I go somewhere, people notice me, people see me. You know what I'm saying? When I get in that ring, you gonna feel what I'm doing. Because it comes from a real place. I'm not a guy that's like, oh, I want to do this because there's money in it. Nah. It's because I'm an actual fan. I watched this growing up. Razor Ramon and Undertaker were my two favorite watching growing up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like being able to even get into this ring and get into this realm of entertaining the fans, it's nothing like it.
And then I would say another thing I noticed that you got going too. It seems like you know how to network. So I know you already been talking to a couple like wrestlers that's already out there. So let me
Oh
get
yeah.
connected.
So that's funny because like I don't be meaning to do that shit, so I don't ever want people thinking that like I'm on some like, oh, I gotta meet all the celebrities type stuff. Never been my thing. You know as well as I do, I just happen to meet people. But shout out AJ Francis, formerly known as Top Dollar. He is running TNA right now. That's the homie. One of the first guys that I met in the business as a whole that was like up there. And when I tell you he's a great dude, his family is great. He has a lot of knowledge. He's also given me a lot of inspiration because me and him come from the same background. We both big dudes from the streets, got a little bit of a history. He just made it to the NFL, the WWE, TNA. And he's been teaching me when I reach out, he always answers my call. He always has good word for me, good knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that because in this business, wrestling is a cutthroat business. It's a business that if you don't have friends, people will try to take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed to have met so many great and honest people in the business so far. And AJ Francis being one of them. I've been able to have a conversation with WWE superstar Karrion Kross about using one of his moves in my move set, which is something that is you should do as a wrestler.
Yeah, he
You
said
know what I'm
go
saying?
for it, right?
Oh yeah, man. He was like, well, he gave me advice on how to do it better. He gave me advice on how to make it look more impactful. And whenever I talk to him about it, he'll always answer. He always is one of those guys that will answer you no matter how big or how busy he is.
Yeah, I think
Because
they
again,
sleeping on him some. I think he should be used more than he is right now.
he should be a champion at this point. And I'm not saying that because I'm a fan of his. I've been watching his work since he was in MLW, which
Yep,
Major
yep.
League Wrestling. He has been that guy for a long time. And the fact that he's not being used like he should, I'm trusting the process because you'll hear a lot of that in wrestling as well. Trust the process. But it's like, man, he should be holding some gold right now. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Well, you know,
But I
yeah.
want him to wait a little bit because I want to get to WWE and take some gold up off of him. Now,
And then you were saying, I thought you mentioned this before, but you were saying you learned about the bad side of wrestling. So what's the bad side or dark side of wrestling? What's the dark side?
everybody in this business, most people, I'm not going to say everybody because I can't put everyone in one circle. Most people in this business, especially when you're black and you're big and you're strong, they don't care about you. They just see money in it. Wrestling is still a white man's sport. We're not gonna sit here and mince any words. I'm appreciative of the people that have shown me that they see past that, but I've also met so many people that have shown me that that's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? Especially the place that I was before. Again, not mentioning names or whatever, but we had issues over the fact of how they treat me and the other black wrestlers that were in that company. But when you're a big black man with muscles and can throw people around and talk, you know what I'm saying? You the best nigga on the plantation.
Yeah, I mean, say it kind of. I be watching a lot of shoot interviews, so it kind of remind me of Kamala was talking like this. Teddy Long, we talking like that.
hmm
Tony Atlas. So it's been
Which
going
is
on for a long time. It ain't nothing new, really.
the wrestling business. I just heard this from my trainers. I want to say last Sunday, actually. Yeah, the wrestling business never changes. You have to change for the business.
I
You know
even
what I'm
be
saying?
hearing. I was gonna ask you. I hear a lot about like the mistreatment of females in the wrestling.
Yeah, I've even experienced that. Now, as a male wrestler, I try my best to be protective of the females in the business. There are some evil females in the business, but that's not what this message is about. But as male wrestlers, we need to do better protecting our females, making them feel comfortable coming to training, making them feel comfortable coming to shows, making them feel comfortable wanting to be a part of the product that you are building. I value my trainers and I appreciate them deeply because they do that. The females that we have training with us, they're really great females. Lyra, Raquel, those are really great females, and you will see them wrestling very soon in the future, and they're going to be stars. But the way that they're treated in the training camp is what I respect the most because they're treated like family. You know what I'm saying? They're not treated like pieces of meat, and they're attractive females. You know what I'm saying? They're very beautiful women, but they're not treated like eye candy. They're being warned that most promoters will see them as eye candy, so they're getting trained to be weapons. And that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to females in this business, they get a lot of the BS, a lot of the bullshit, a lot of the goofy stuff because a lot of these males in this business ain't men. They are not guys that have gotten action from females, that get attention from females. They have to portray a character to get that attention. When it's not real, you got to act like it. So now that you acting like it, you think that that's who you really are. So they treat, you know what I'm saying, women in wrestling that way. I personally don't like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
about the I was gonna ask you about the. You know how it be like the men versus women matches sometimes. You
I
like
will
those?
never do one. Never do one. I don't agree with it. And it's not because I don't think women are strong. It's not because I don't think women can fight men. It's nothing of that nature. It's that my look already makes you want to hate me. I'm big, I'm black, I got tattoos on my face, I'm from the hood. Most wrestling fans will be enamored, but they want to boo me. I don't need any extra heat power bombing a 5'1" woman.
Huh.
It does nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? Even the biggest woman that I've met in wrestling, Nia Jax, is the biggest female that I personally met in wrestling. Lena Fanini is an awesome person. I am so in love with her. And if she ever hears this, and yeah, she's met me a few times. She knows I'm in love with her. But I wouldn't even wrestle her because you're still a woman. And my character doesn't need to portray being a woman beater. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get that some males want to do that. Oh yeah, I'll super kick her, I'll power bomb her. They get off on that. I don't. That's
Huh.
just me. I don't judge anyone else that does it, but that's just not me. Like I don't really do the intergender matches. If anything, I tell people if we're gonna do something with a female, let her smack me, let her kick me in the nuts, let her do that. I don't get no ups on her because I'm already 6'3", 325 pounds, mostly muscle. Like give her shine for that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say
So
Nina Jackson from out here actually.
no. You're thinking of Nyla Rose. I
No,
wouldn't even wrestle Nyla Rose.
no, I'm saying Nina Jackson's from out here.
Oh, I'm thinking you're talking about from my city. Fat
No, I'm
shit.
from Oceanside, California, but she I think she graduated from Carlsbad High, so she like right down the road. I saw
Oh,
her at the gym
that's it.
one
Yeah,
time.
yeah, nice.
That
Oh,
shit
go
was
ahead.
crazy. We was I was working out and me and old boy was talking about wrestling, and he was like, Nia Jackson behind you. I looked around, I was like, oh shit, she right behind me. So she was in the gym working out and everything, but I didn't want to. I don't know. I was just chilling. I ain't say nothing to her, nothing.
Man, I'd have fainted.
Uh,
I'd have fainted as a grown man. I'd have dropped on my knees, bro. I am
yeah, I was
so in
telling you,
love with her.
man. I had actually, I think I told you before, but it was just like I'm a big fan of wrestling too. So my birthday came up one time, and I just went to do a tryout for it.
Oh
And
man, how'd that go?
it was cool. I liked it, but I think I was rolling. We was doing rolling, and we was out in the ring rolling. And dude kicked me in my head, and I almost got a concussion. Then, so I was like, man, fuck this.
Oh yeah, look, I'm gonna tell for anybody listening that is not a wrestler that is thinking about getting into wrestling. Let me tell you this now: wrestling is not fake. That is the first thing. And it's not fake. It is predetermined. We are trained to attack each other safely without killing each other.
Right,
But everything still hurts. Most people quit after their first bump because the first thing you need to learn to do before you learn to do anything else is bump on that mat. People
right.
think, oh, it's a mat, it's cushion, it's rubber. It is wood and steel.
Man, they had us doing. We was doing a little. So I had went to SoCal wrestling, so I guess it's kind of like lucha
Oh,
based. So
I
they
love
had us
SoCal.
doing. Yeah, they had us doing the road. We was outside on the concrete, but we doing rows on the kindergarten mat.
hmm
So that
Because
fucked
your
me up.
body has to get used to that.
I
So
think
like
my
when I
body
first,
fucked up for a couple of months off that shit. I was like, nah, I'm straight on this one.
man, look, let me tell you, I have had never had more pain than I've had being a professional wrestler. Never been injured, thank God. It's not a matter of if, it's when. So I'm happy that God ain't called my number yet.
Uh,
But I have definitely been hurt after a training session. I hurt less after matches than I do after training sessions. Because training sessions, you have to get yourself prepared to do possibly anything in a match. But in a match, in most cases, if the psychology is right, you don't have to do much. Like me, for example, in most matches, I ain't gonna have to do too much. I'm big, I'm tall, I'm strong. Most people are gonna bounce off me. I'll be a little tired, but I'm okay. But let me wrestle somebody my size. Now it's a normal one-on-one match. It's not big man, little man. Big man is just a normal match. We can lock up. We can do lucha stuff. We can flip. We can do that. Shout out Kitty Bradshaw. You know what I'm saying? We can do all these type of things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like those matches will be a lot more harder on my body because imagine a person 150 pounds falling on you is bad. But a person 350 pounds falling on you is worse. And no
yeah,
matter how you cut it, When they fall on you, you're going to feel it. You just have to get your body used to what's going on. And that's where the rolls come in, the bumps, the learning these techniques and skills in wrestling. It's not because wrestling is fake. It's because it is so violent to the body that if you don't know how to do it properly, you're going to die.
Oh,
Yeah. When you bump on that mat, this is a little knowledge that I've learned from my trainers that I'm imparting on y'all. Every time you drop on that mat, even if you just do a regular simple back bump, you are simulating a 35-mile-per-hour car crash with the intensity that you're supposed to hit that mat. So essentially, every time you fall on that mat, you're having a 35-mile-per-hour car crash, and you're doing this to yourself.
right.
It's not tough for everybody. You know what I'm saying? People, even my homies, they're like, man, I could do that wrestling stuff, man. Put me on. Just come to a training. Just come to one. And my trainers aren't even mean. Shout out Nick. Shout out Matt. Shout out Mason. Shout out Kurt. Shout out fucking Sean. All of them. They're not mean people. They don't treat you like slaves or whipping boys. They do their best to make sure that you are comfortable. But you got to get hurt. You got to know what it feels like to fall, to get thrown, to jump. And when I tell people, come and do that. Just do that. Just do one session. They realize what's going on. They don't want to do it because wrestling is. This is why you hear UFC people, basketball people, football people tell you this is the hardest sport I've ever had to train for because
Yeah,
you have to learn how to do all this stuff and not hurt yourself or the other person.
yeah. I'll be looking at the pile drivers and the brain busters, and I'll be like, man, I couldn't see myself taking no damn pile driver.
Man, it's one of the
I don't trust
scariest.
nobody. Cause I be like thinking
Yeah.
about the other person. I don't trust people like that, man.
Now, see, and this is something that my trainers told me, which sticks with me heavy, and it helped take off some of the mental blocks because wrestling is about 35% physical. The rest of it is mental. It's you breaking your mental blocks because you got to think about it like this. You're looking at the pile driver as a fan. They're giving it to you. You have to take that. As a wrestler, I don't have to worry about what they do. They can jump up and do that freaking Zangief pile driver 360 in the air like a street fighter. As long as I know where my head placement is and where my hand placement is, I will know how to land. So, like when you saw what happened with Steve Austin when he broke his neck, he was not placed right.
Right.
Owen Hart moved too fast. He wasn't able to place himself, nor did he lock his head in. I will never say that was on purpose or not. I don't know because I don't know Steve Austin. God rest Owen Hart's soul. I've never met him. But when you watch it as a wrestler, you realize everything that went wrong.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest things that went wrong was nobody's placement was on and everything was moving too fast.
Yeah.
So it's like it's really yes, it's about trusting your partner because they're not your opponent, they're your partner in the match. It's not really about yes, it is about trusting your partner, but it's more about trusting yourself and your skill. And that's something that I had to learn because I used to be like that, like man, I ain't taking no moves because I'm a big dude and most people can't pick me up.
Right.
They're like, you ain't got to worry about that. As long as you can hold yourself up and you know how to fall, they can fuck it up, but you can make it look straight. What's up, bro? You can make it, you know what I'm saying? Look like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I want to ask
So,
you
it's,
this. This
oh,
might
look,
be this might be a little bit behind the scenes, but I want to know what you think about this. 'Cause I've been seeing this in a couple like documentaries and YouTube videos. Say if you got a partner, but your partner started kind of going off script, a little stiffer than they should be. Like I heard stories like I know Bad News Brown. He was going against Bad News Brown. He was going against Andre the Giant and Kamala too. It was like shit. I had the pistol on me, So how do you handle shit like that when it's like or in Japan? I see a lot of that in Japan sometimes. Like
so
when people go off script.
I'll tell you this everyone gets two. That is the rule that I was told. Everyone gets two. First one, because when you're in a match, your adrenaline is running. You got the crowd behind you, everything going. You finally in the jam, your music them playing, your heart rate all the way up here. Your heart is in your brain at this point. So I can understand one. You strike me a little bit hard. Okay, I'm not no soft guy. I can take that. I actually like to get hit hard. Hit me hard so I know how hard I can hit you. Because we still have to hit each other. But my question will always be, how hard can you hit? If you hit me with one of these little, that's how I'm gonna hit you. Because it lets me know that you can't hit. But if you give me one and I feel it, oh, we can play ball now. So yeah, but you always get two. The second time can be a mistake. Might be a misstep, might be a miscue. You know what I'm saying? So, but anything after the first two, now you don't know what you're doing, and you have to get what is called a receipt. The whole kayfabe behind the scenes stuff, let me tell you this now, is dead. It's dead. We try to keep it as much as possible, and I respect that, but it is dead because the internet is a thing. We can find out who's going to win a title 3 months in advance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just found out that AEW is going to have a father-son title for Nick Wayne and Christian. They're not even related, by the way, but they're going to have that, and it's going to involve Billy Gunn and his children and Ricky Morton and all. 3 months ahead, 4 months ahead of time on the internet, and it's a fact. Multiple sources have like so. Kayfabe, these type of questions to me, kayfabe is dead. You know what I'm saying? As long as I can, when you're watching me, when you hear my promos, when you see my matches, if I can make you think I hate that person, I've done my job. But after that, I don't hate that person. My character hates that character. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the receipts thing, it happens more often than you think because some people take liberties. And you'll get that more from either inexperienced rookies or green guys and asshole vets, people that have been in the business for a long time but ain't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it happens, but it doesn't happen often. And when it does, normally it's taken care of. Like my trainer, he told me, if somebody deciding to take liberties on you, beat their ass
Uh,
all the way, tear them up. And then when you come to the back, let your trainers know, which my trainers, I'm blessed that they have a name and they're reputable. Let them know, and they'll handle the rest. They don't want to book you again because their wrestler decided to put their hands on you in a way that wasn't sanctioned in the match. That's cool. Get your paycheck, roll out. But make sure you make him remember you before you leave. You know what I'm saying? The wrestling business is a tough man sport, but there is still a lot of bitch assness in it. And that's what people got to realize. You know what I'm saying? It's not a soft sport. It's not the easy way to do combat. It's still a very much tough man sport. And if you train the right way, you're going to be one of the toughest guys in wrestling.
mm.
But still a lot of bitch assness in it.
And then
And so,
I'm saying, then what are your goals? Like, where you trying to go?
I mean, stereotypically WWE main event, WrestleMania, yes. But I'm also 34 years old and I started when I was 32. I'm realistic. If I can't get there, that is my ultimate goal. WrestleMania, WWE, win championships, $1 million contracts, sponsorships, et cetera, et cetera. But if I can work in some of the best wrestling companies on this planet, make a good living off of it, and create a fan base that lasts forever, I'm cool with that. One of my favorite indie guys who this was a blessing. I was talking to my trainers about this today. That Ruckus. If
Oh, yeah,
anybody has ever
oh,
Ruckus is trained my trainers.
hmm.
I see Ruckus all the time. His nephew is my right hand man. When I tell you Ruckus is a legend, if
Yeah.
I just have a portion of what he's had, I'm blessed. Because when I like I said, I wouldn't even know that you knew who Ruckus was. But I know that Ruckus has a huge name. And to hear that someone all the way across the country that probably has never been able to see Ruckus live knows who he is, like, and he's still amazing to this day, still flipping, still doing some of the craziest things I've ever seen a person do his size.
Yeah. I think I know him from because I kept looking up Ring of Honor. I kept seeing his name. You know, I just studied
Mm-hmm.
black wrestlers. Yeah, I think he just
Oh,
popped up and I saw him like, oh shit. I think I was trying to
man,
get to him a little while ago. I might have to go back to him.
I'm about to say, man, I will reach out to him, see what he got going on. I know he would love to do it. He was just at an ACW show. Shout out ACW as well. But when I tell you, man, he is a great guy, such a wealth of knowledge as a black man and as a wrestler. If I just have half of the career he had, then I've hit all my goals. Because this man can fly anywhere, travel anywhere. Between him and I don't know if you've heard of the Hitman for Hire, Mr. Grimm,
I
but
heard
if
Mr.
you
Grimm before.
so I wrestled him.
Hmm.
He was my first real wrestling challenge because everyone before him, they're still green guys. They're still new to the business a couple years in. Hitman for Hire, Mr. Grimm, has been here for a while. He's on NWA right now. He's going to be on a TV because they just got a national TV deal. Shout out
Roku.
to NWA.
Yeah, Roku.
And he's one of the guys that are featured prominently on there. And Grimm as well is him between him and Ruckus. And it's like being able to get that version of knowledge of wrestling is invaluable as a black wrestler. You know what I'm saying? And I soak it in whenever I can, whenever I can hear something from them, I soak it in because these guys have been the places I want to go. These guys have done the things I want to do, and my biggest thing about being a professional wrestler. Yes, it's cool to get in that ring. Yes, it's cool to make the money, sell the merch, and I do that. But being able to learn from people that have been in places that I never imagined I could be, and then seeing how close I can be to getting there just by listening to these people is it's an amazing thing, man. So like that's what I would say like my goals are, and I know I kind of went off on a tangent because of them, but that's what my goal is. If I can get the WWE main event, if I can just get the WWE and have consistent TV time, I'm good with that as well. But if I can get the WWE main event, WrestleMania, Roman Reigns runs, Bloodline, all that type stuff, cool. But if I can just make it to a point that I made a legacy, a standing legacy in wrestling, whether it's independent or in the major leagues, I'm blessed. God is good.
Yeah, I'm with that, man. I think you got it, man. You just gotta keep going.
Yeah, man. And look, I'll tell you, wrestling has afforded me the opportunity to do things in my career that like I love. Oh,
You know what I'm
zone
saying?
wrestling.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
I
about to
remember,
answer.
like I said, I remember before you was a like you was doing the publicist. And I know shit. I know you probably like being the wrestler more than being the publicist.
Man, I do because I get to travel a lot more for one.
Yeah,
Zone of interest, I'm gonna answer that question in a second. But the biggest thing that it has allowed me to do is getting to actual acting. I've starred in two movies,
oh yeah,
and
yeah,
I
I saw
haven't.
that. Yep, I saw that.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
well, technically three movies because one of them is still being worked on, but three movies, one television series that is in production now, and all through wrestling. I never would have thought that because of me being a wrestler, I'd be able to do these things. Shout out to my brother Avery Harrell. He just recently graduated from Howard University, class of 2025. He's a filmmaker now. He got his degrees in film from there. And what's up, baby? Man, yeah, yeah, I'm about to get in there. Oh man, I'm about to put that work. Yes, sir. Nice seeing you. For sure, for sure. But yeah, so my brother Avery Harrell, and my brother Rob, these guys, they saw me at a wrestling show through C3W. They saw the character work that I do, and they was like, "Hey, you're doing a movie. You want to be a part of it?" And that opportunity became Falls Count Anywhere, which has been making its round in the film festivals. Shout out to Howard University for putting us on that platform. My first time being able to go to Howard Theater in Washington, D.C. If anybody here is from Washington, D.C. or has been there, Howard Theater is legendary. I've never been able to get in there for a concert. And to be able to say my first time there, my face was on the big screen, and I had an entire sold out theater of people watching my movie. I cried in there. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm a gangster, but I cried. Yeah, man. Then we got the other movie, Hibernation. I got to work with this director from Eastern Europe. Great guy named Joachim. Amazing director. Taught me so many things in front of and behind the camera. So that'll be coming out very soon. I'm waiting for him to come back from Eastern Europe to finish up some stuff, and then we'll be dropping that.
She said, "Ain't
Then,
never crying. Sometimes you gotta
hey,
cry. Shit.
look,
That's all
I'm
you can
telling you,
do.
when God has taken me out of so many different things, man. Look, I sometimes can't help it, man. I gotta give them the praise. I gotta give them the thanks because I never thought that I'd be at this point. So then you got, what I'm saying. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, Double Impact, where I'm essentially playing the big bad, where I gotta fight, the two detectives that come looking for me. That was awesome. That was my first time ever doing like a stage fight, so that was dope. And then we have the series Sons of Margot coming out, which is something that I'm not going to spoil, but just like, imagine power with a supernatural element, not superheroes, supernatural. That's all I can give y'all about that one. But when I tell you we got a good cast for that, a nice star cast for that, it's going to be one of those things that are like really, really amazing, and I can't wait for that to come out. So like I said, wrestling has afforded me so many different things that I can. My wife just got up here to the gym. I go, hey.
Okay, that's bigger than wrestling. If they got you in the movies now.
Man, I'm telling you, and there's still some more coming. I actually just got an offer for a casting call for an action movie today. I'm waiting for them to send me, all the stuff they need from me. But to answer zone of interest question, so
Well, he got
I
two
wrestled
questions.
for
That's part one. Then he came back with this after that.
what is Okay, so I'll get into both of those. First question is what companies have I wrestled for? I wrestled for Alpha Underground in North Carolina. I wrestled for See No Evil Wrestling in the Carolinas. I have wrestled for True Championship Wrestling in Virginia. I have wrestled for C3W Wrestling in Washington, D.C. I've done the backyard stuff. I'm not giving them no promo. And right now, I am a trainee under Riot Maker Pro Wrestling and Adrenaline Championship Wrestling. Both, well, one is stationed in West Virginia, which is Riot Maker, and the other is stationed in Maryland, which is Adrenaline Championship Pro Wrestling. So that's all the places I've been so far. I appreciate it. That's all the places I've been so far. And See No Evil in the Young Guns Championship. It is a championship that they have that, let's just say, the next time I'm there, I don't really care who's holding that title. I haven't held a title in almost a year and a half, and I've never held a singles title. So I promise, Ben, you did this, okay? You hired me. Remember that. Don't be mad at what happens to your boys now that you done brought me into your company, because I do like hurting people. Don't get it twisted. I'm a nice guy. I'm a terrible human being. But this Young Guns Championship is supposed to be a championship for guys that have proven themselves, but they're still working their way up in the company and the business. But when I see the division, I'm one of the biggest, if not, I'm damn sure the baddest, definitely the most handsome. And it's like the title just fits me. I've always been a young gunner, always before I was a wrestler. That was my job out there in the strip. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't out there just let me see something. Yeah, I was young totem up. You know what I'm saying? Young gunner. So I'm cool with that.
Shout
Make
out
me
to
the
Chris
champ.
and Neat. You know?
You know what I'm saying? I didn't think you was gonna catch that one. I didn't think you was gonna catch that one. But now, man, like that's so and I'm appreciative that See No Evil brought me down. And they also have helped out other wrestlers that I work with and train with as well. So I appreciate them. But just know it's y'all fault. Y'all hired me. This is what y'all did. So when people start getting hurt, when people start getting choked out, start getting slammed, they gotta get stretchered out, stuff gotta hurt. They can't wrestle for a month or two. Don't blame me because you hired me. This is what you hired me to do. And but Zone, make sure you tune out, man. Follow me on any social media, the Trap Rocker, and you can see for sure the type of violence I like doing. I don't need all the theatrics. This big hand right here, if I punch you with it, you're going to sleep. If I choke you with it, you're going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I keep it simple.
Yeah, I'm gonna say next time, whenever you got a big match, you gotta like check in with us, like pregame interview or something.
Oh yeah, man, I'm with that, man. We can do a whole media scrum like we the WWE, bro. I'm with that. Cause see, I
Yeah.
like you said, I have some stuff coming up, but I won't. I know in September I am at See No Evil. But I'm going to wait to hold off on telling people my schedule because my home promotions, which are Riot Maker Pro Wrestling and Adrenaline Championship Wrestling, have some plans for me. So I don't want to reveal anything until they give me the green light. When they let the leash off, oh yeah, big dog gonna eat. And they know that, you know what I'm saying? So they keep the leash on me to make sure that when I do go get my meal, it's a good meal for me. You feel what I'm saying? Because
And
I
you know
like you
what?
said, I don't. Oh, go ahead.
Now I was gonna ask you about the. Have you watched that Four Corners Wrestling one yet?
The who?
It's Four Corners Wrestling. It's like the dude from Griselda running.
No, I didn't even know you had one.
Yeah, West Side Gun. Man, they did like 4 shows, but they got like MVP, like good people, not no just like good names.
Man, I'm
But
about to say they got some money. They better be able to pay for some good people.
yeah, MTV. I think they made MVP the commissioner.
Oh, that is fine. Nah, I gotta check that
Man,
out, man.
it's on YouTube. It's called I think Four Corner Wrestling. That shit hard.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna get that a watch tonight, man. Because, like I said, I like to keep my ear to different promotions doing stuff because again, you never know where you may end up.
Cause
I've traveled more.
they putting the wrestlers in it too. So they had Onyx on it. They be performing. They doing the rapping there. You know how they was doing the rock and roll wrestling. It's kind of cool because they doing the rap in wrestling. So that shit
And
hard.
you know what? And that's to be real. That's something that I've wanted for a while. You know, being in the battle rap, being a publicist, and all that stuff. Like I always said, a lot of this stuff is just wrestling. If we just combine certain things with wrestling, smaller companies will start getting bigger, bigger companies will get even bigger, and our culture will finally be able to shine through. Because one thing I'm big on in wrestling, as far as me being a black man, is keeping my culture. I don't gotta be up there, nigga, 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 middle fingers, all that. I don't gotta do all that. But as long as when you see me, you don't see a good old boy. Because I respect my legends, and this may give me heat later on in life. I don't care. I'm saying this now. But there definitely are some good old boys in wrestling, and a lot of them are older. One of the interviews that irritated my soul was it was the interview Tony Atlas did, and I think it was either for Dark Side of the Ring or it was just an interview where black wrestlers talking. And to the way I looked at Tony Atlas, I idolized him and Rocky Johnson.
Right.
Big, strong, you know what I'm saying? Like between him, Rocky Johnson, Farouk, like them type of black men, like, man, oh yeah, they that. You know what I'm saying? Mark Henry, D'Lo Brown, Kama, they that. You know what I'm saying? To hear him speak the way he did about, they called me nigga so much that I don't even respond to my name. I respond to that first.
Damn.
When they said my name, I wouldn't even know it was my name. Like, bro, I ain't gonna look. I love him. He's actually gonna be in Delaware. I was supposed to be at a show with him this weekend, but I got called to do other things for my home promotion, which the other company understands. I was gonna meet Tony Atlas. We were gonna have this conversation. Like, I don't have no respect for that. I understand different time, whatever the case may be, but I couldn't imagine me being the guy I am. I'm working for a company, and all these white folks is nigga. Nah, bro, you might as well fire me, cuz.
But I was saying, shit, what you think about Jackie Robinson then? Because that's kind of, I guess, well, he wasn't one of the first because it still was wrestlers before him. But like, I know Jackie Robinson kind of went through that same thing.
See, and I'm gonna tell you, bro, I don't respect those type of things. Reason
Uh,
I don't, reason I don't respect it is because, and maybe it's just a generational thing. I know the pain that word can cause. I know the pain that mentality can cause. I refuse to allow my professional career to be tied to me being that. Call me a black man, cool. Call me a big black man, cool. But what I will not be, oh, he's just one of them niggas that be wrestling. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced too many things in my life, racism wise, to allow that in any form or fashion. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And it's it's stupid. If someone were to pull it in a promo, if someone were to pull that in a promo, like I had a promo with a wrestler that I'm really cool with by the name of Robbie Wayne. And I'm actually glad that we pulled it when I really got to thinking about it. But we were going to have a situation around Black History Month and Martin Luther King B Day where it was a race angle. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you this because it's never going to happen. He was going to hang me and all of that. Yeah, yeah. You see how your whole emotion changed for that split second. You had, what the fuck did he just say to me? Yeah. Now again, at the time, I'm like, ooh, that's crazy. That's deep. We can do that shit. Da 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 da. But it was a black man. Shout out to Lou. He's big on TikTok. He's big in Virginia as a wrestler. Shout out to Lucius Suede. He said, absolutely not. And he was the champion of the company that I was wrestling for. Absolutely not. And at the time, I didn't really get it. So I'm like, he ain't saying the word, da 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 da. And this guy, we all know him. But he said, man, do you like it? Would you like it if a white person said this to you? Nah. He said, so how do you think the black children in the crowd are going to feel hearing that? How do you think the black children in the crowd are going to feel seeing that? How do you think the black children that are watching this are going to respond to that? You ain't no regular nigga. You know what I'm saying? You bigger, you're stronger. You do it right, you could be a monster among men. Shout out to Braun Strowman.
Right.
So you can't allow something like that, even if you think it would make great ratings because it's low hanging fruit. And something like that, like you can get heat any multitude of ways. You don't need heat like that. And I had to really sit back and think about that. Like that makes sense. I wouldn't want some random white boy that I know or don't know calling me, you know what I'm saying, the N word and all this shit here and there. So I shouldn't accept it in the ring, even if it's for an angle. And that's why it's like, I don't really, to hear that some of my favorite black wrestlers were allowing this in real life, like it wasn't an angle. They were just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can do that. What's up, baby? Man, I come here, y'all, they just leave it. Shit, I'm gonna get it in for y'all, don't worry. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's the all right, baby. That's the whole that's my whole mentality on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a whole crew up here at the gym. I was late. That's all you hear in my background. I don't want to be the guy that when I'm old and gray, the stories you hear of me are not me being my best self. It is me saying, well, you know, these white guys, I let them say this and that to me because I just needed the money or I needed the fame and the status. No, I don't want my work to speak for myself. See no evil, Ben. One of the greatest things I love about them is that's how they looked at me. They didn't see it as though I got a big black man, I can do this, that, and the third. They wanted to see my work. If my work wasn't worth it, you don't need to be here. Didn't matter what my color was. They said, let me see what you can do. And they have opened the door for me and my people in a way that, like, yo, I love that. You know what I'm saying? Because again, this game is still predominantly a white man's sport. And people need to realize that wrestling will always be a white man's sport. But that don't mean you gotta work for every white man as a wrestler.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
You see the comment?
Oh yeah, man, that's man. I tell you, I love their company. See no evil. I love y'all. Oh, okay, okay. That I didn't see. That's an exclusive that y'all just got. I will not be there. I have some prior engagements. I will not be there, but I will have my eye on it because whoever wins that match, again, I don't care who it is. I'm coming after. Because the last time I was at See No Evil, and it wasn't on Ben, it wasn't on none of them. You know what I'm saying? It was on a wrestler that I had, that goofball Lazarus Black. Some California. He's actually like a SoCal kid.
Mm.
Loves Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? Wants to be a gangster so bad. Wants to be one so bad. You know what I'm saying? And see, me being a gangster, I don't got to use underhanded tactics to get my point across. I'm going to just clobber you. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to step on you. He decided, after getting his ass whooped the whole match, to hit me in my balls and take advantage. I can't be mad at that. But what I can do is destroy anybody else who decides to think they can pull that on me because I only give people one chance. I tried to be nice, tried to come in as a wrestler, like, hey, I ain't here for no violence. I just want to prove myself, show that I belong. And because he was jealous of the fact that I'm tossing his little ginger ass around everywhere, he decided to take an underhanded tactic. And again, that's cool because I hope he's in that match. I hope he wins it because when I come back in September, when I come back to see no evil, I promise you, I'm going to teach that man a sermon of pain, a lesson of violence that has not been seen in his life ever. His daddy ain't even beat him like I'm going to beat him. I promise you that. And I'm going to make sure it's recorded. It's on video so we all can see. Because it ain't nothing. He didn't win. He hit me on my balls. Shout out to that voice guy, DVG. Love you, brother. You already know what it is, man. I
I say
got you an ice pack, too.
Yeah, so you already got a I gotta go check again, but I know you had a lot of matches on YouTube already.
Oh yeah, yes, sir, man. Like you said, I have you can search up the Trap Raga or Azrael Saddiq on YouTube, and you can see some of my matches. I have matches with Mr. Grimm, Robbie Wayne. I have matches with Eddie Walker. I have tag team match with my partner Eddie Walker because we are the Cutthroat Committee, and it's always so cool to be cutthroat. We that was one of our most recent matches down at C3W. I got the match up there between me and Lazarus Black, and there will be more. Like I said, we have a lot of good. Riot, Riot City is really, really putting me in position to do some great, great things. So I'm really excited of what's coming the rest of the summer for that. August 1st, Riot Maker Pro Wrestling. We will be back in West Virginia, and we will be causing another riot. And you guys need to be there. If you are in the West Virginia area, if you are close to the West Virginia area, you need to be at Riot Maker Pro Wrestling. If you are in the Gastonia, North Carolina area, close to Gastonia, you need to be at See No Evil. If you are in Maryland, you need to be at Adrenaline Championship Wrestling. These are three companies where if you want to see some good work, you want to see some violent action, you want to see some of your favorite wrestling legends and current stars, this is the place you need to be. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say that I want y'all to really tune in. If you love pro wrestling, if you love the art of pro wrestling, you can be a WWE fan, and that's cool because that's still pro wrestling. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not. You can love AEW. That is still sports entertainment. Don't let no one tell you that it's not. If you love pro wrestling as a whole, these are three companies that you need to have your eye on at all times. See No Evil, Riot Maker Pro Wrestling, and Adrenaline Championship Wrestling. North Carolina, West Virginia, Maryland. And I promise you, the level of quality wrestling that you will see is unmatched. This is where your future stars are coming from. This is where your AEW stars, your WWE stars are coming from. I promise you that. Oh, and screw high performance. I'm just say that now.
All right, bro. I would say thanks for coming through politicking with me. You had to we're gonna have to catch up in a few months or whatever, see what's going on.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Matter of fact, we can set it up for before the September show, and I'm gonna talk to Ruckus to see if you know what I'm saying. See if he got some time very soon, so you can chop it up with him. You know what I'm saying? Because there's, like I said, there's a bunch of people I would love for you to meet, bro. So we definitely gonna be chopping it up. I appreciate you having me on the show, man. It's been so long. It
No,
has
I'm happy
been
for
so
you
long.
for real. Like I like seeing people elevate in life, man. So I see you. I'm like, all right, see you
Man,
shining
it's
over
just
there, man. You shining and shit. That's why I was like, let me interview him for you. I see you. I don't want you to take off and forget about me. So let me interview him again.
man. Let me tell you, Paul. I could never forget about you, bro. Never. Never, man. You have seen a lot of the journey that a lot of people have, and I can never forget about you. I was tell you, look, if I ever make it big, God willing, I make it big. Oh, you got tickets.
That's what's up.
You got to take. He had the media scrum just like Malcolm Muscle, man.
Oh yeah, Malcolm Muscle. Yeah, shout out to Malcolm Muscle.
Man, shout out to Malcolm. He's a good dude, man. He's funny. He's a good dude, though, man.
I always be thinking about that anyway. I was like, damn. I said, man, what if I instead of doing rap, I would have just did wrestling? But I like both, so I did both. But I
You
was
can
like,
still do both. That doesn't stop you. You know what I'm saying? You can still do both. You can
yeah,
you can interview rappers and wrestlers. Some wrestlers are rappers, some rappers are wrestlers.
yeah. I interviewed a lot of cats already. I need to get back on it, but I interviewed a lot of like Danny Limelight. That's actually the kind of the homie.
Mm,
My homie Jew did just retired. I interviewed a
mm.
lot of cats though, but I need to get back on it. But I was just like, damn, man, these fools be having more attitude than the rappers do sometimes.
Yeah, nah,
That's what
for real.
made me like, God damn, I might well just pick these damn rappers.
You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you exactly why. It's because a lot of these wrestlers ain't. Again, I'm gonna say this all the time. People hate it when I say it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if he win, I love him, but he getting wrecked too, and he know
That's your
it.
tag team partner. Yeah, your tag team
Yeah,
partner.
that's my. Hey, look, if he know, hey, titles mean something. So
Them the best
if
matches.
yeah, if hey, look, he gonna put in his hard work. I'm gonna put in mine. We know what to expect from each other. We don't bump heads before. You know what I'm saying? We gonna bump heads again. It's all good. If that's my boy, that's my brother. I love him.
Sound like I need to get
But
See No Evil on here. They gonna have to come
I
through and
mean,
holler at me.
hell yeah, man. Look, that's a great company. It's a great company.
Yeah,
They
holler at
they
me.
show major love. They love wrestling and they love putting wrestlers in position. Like I said, them, Riot Maker Pro Wrestling, and Adrenaline Championship Wrestling. I'll see if I can link you with all three of them, man, because there's a lot of people that you would definitely want to talk to. Chris Slade is alumni of the school that I'm in, just on AEW. You got Big Trouble, Ben Bishop, all types of people, man.
I
So
don't know if you know about my homie. Have you heard about a company called Compton Mania?
a company called who?
Compton Mania.
Nah, put me on.
Yeah, I'm gonna link you up. That's my homie. So if you ever try to come out here and shit, you can do something with them. It's Compton Mania.
Um,
They do shows in Compton. It's tight.
Trust me, my goal next year is to be out there on the West Side. Next year is to get out there, whether it's to wrestle, to do ring work, to just study and learn. I'm gonna be out there on that West Side, definitely in the California area. So you don't worry, we it's gonna happen soon.
She said Compton. Yeah, I got I ain't from the West Coast, so I don't even know how to pronounce the shit.
Man,
They said they got cowboys out there and everything. Like my boy he be out there wrestling. They got barn. He be having the ring in the barn. You ain't think
hmm
Compton got none of that shit, but you know they got cowboys and everything out there.
I can believe it's the West Coast. Of course they're gonna have. I know they're gonna have some cowboys. That's where they came from. You know what
Mm.
I mean? I believe they still out there for sure. Hey
All right.
man, like you said, these are the companies on mine that I think that everyone should check out. If you have social media, just
Oh,
look up the Trap
that's
Rocker.
it. Right. Never mind.
Just look on my social media if you want to find out who I am. You can type in Azrael Saddiq the same way you see it up here. My page will pop up, or on any social media platform. The Trap Rocker. How you doing, mama? Hey, The Trap Raga. TheTrapraga. The Trap Raga. You can look me up. Social media. I follow everybody. I'm not too big to talk to you. I'm never gonna be too big to talk to you. I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Just don't send me no weird stuff. Um, and if you want to watch my matches, same thing on the internet, Azrael Sadiq or the Trap Raga. If you want to watch my movies, they're going to be dropping very soon on streaming platforms as well as YouTube. So just stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just like you said, I got a lot of stuff shaking and baking, wrestling, acting. I'm still doing the chef stuff, but that's back burner right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
asking about that, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, man. Much success, and you keep doing your thing, bro. You have a good workout.
for sure, man. Thank you. Much love, brother. I appreciate you having me on. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Like I said, now I'm about to walk in this gym and do a good old hour and a half, maybe two, something like that.
All
Try to
right,
get this
y'all.
shit in though.
All right, y'all. We out till the
All
next
right,
time. Make sure
bro.
you check me out. All right, bro. I'll let you.
Man, we out, baby. You know,
Yeah.
baby, the ghetto behemoth.
All right, y'all. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Kitty. See No Evil. We had a lot of people on here. That guy, that voice guy, zone of interest, little things that knock. Kanache Clemens. Yeah, thank all y'all for tuning in. Yeah, See No Evil. Make sure you holler at me. I'd love to talk about your organization. I interview a lot of people talking about their, I interview a lot of wrestling promoters, I would say. Because I was actually doing a lot of wrestling interviews, so I was kind of doing back and forth. But I need to get back into wrestling because sometimes you're interviewing the rappers get a little redundant. But make sure y'all check out Kitty. She was doing Ratchet at co-working, like she was working and doing the Twitch. I thought that was cool. I would do that, but I can't do that because what I be doing on my it's kind of sensitive. I can't be doing that while I'm working. So, but yeah, till the next time, y'all. I'll be back probably next week with another interview, and I'm always streaming the basketball league. So till the next time, I will holla. Thanks for tuning in again. It's a huge category on Twitch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, like I said, I can't do that. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But maybe I just do my podcast as co-working or something. But I can't. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I get straight fired. They find out I'm fucking streaming and working. Yeah, but I'll holler at y'all till next time. Night, y'all. Hey.
The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We PoPolitickin, it's so dope when it kick in. You can get in where you fit in. We straight PoPolitickin. The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. You know what this is when we PoPolitickin. My money long like division, I proposition to put a fist in. We straight PoPolitickin. Hey yo, I rise like the sun in the east, running the streets. Same people that was coming in peace, summon the beast on the microphone. It's never a long and hard task. For God, I'm gonna smash they blog and podcast. Introduction to journalism 101 with Pharaoh PoPolitickin, about where I'm from and what I do. What's up? It gotta be good. Interviewing everybody, they probably could take all the blood, sweat, and tears, working all them years, putting in 10,000 hours. It empowers careers from the baby and Megan the Stallion to Yo Gotti. High as a kite, jet life, currency in the party with MC Light. J Prince said I rap a lot. Super Saiyan Black Kakarot with a Macintosh laptop in my Apple Watch, smoking Fraggle Rocks. 4 eyes, got more lines and hooks than a tackle box. What? The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We PoPolitickin, it's so dope when it kick in. You can get in where you fit in. We straight PoPolitickin. The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. You know what this is when we PoPolitickin. My money long like division, I proposition to put a fist in. We straight PoPolitickin.